World-famous bedtime stories from Mom. Today's story is Alice in Wonderland. Alice was under a large tree reading a book. Suddenly a white rabbit passed by exclaiming, "I'm late, I'm late." The rabbit, looking at its pocket watch, seemed very anxious. Alice thought, a rabbit with a watch? How curious, and became intrigued. When the rabbit jumped into a hole, Alice, surprised, decided to follow. "This is a new experience," Alice exclaimed. The hole got deeper and deeper, and Alice felt as if she was falling endlessly, exclaiming, "Wow!" It was all dark around her, and Alice murmured, "Where am I?" Falling, Alice saw paintings and odd objects on the walls, marveling, "What a curious place." Suddenly she worried, "What if I keep falling forever?" But soon she ignited her adventurous spirit, deciding, "Let's follow the rabbit." Alice was still falling. Thump thump, with sounds of hitting something, the fall slowed down. Looking around, Alice wondered, what kind of place is this? She saw desks and chairs floating in midair and thought, it's like magic. Alice said, "I must find a way out," and began to explore. "Ah, there's a door!" Alice exclaimed. But the door was too small for her to enter. How do I open this door? As Alice pondered, suddenly with a pop, a small key appeared. Picking up the key, Alice wondered, can this open the door? And headed back to the small door. Approaching the small door with the key, Alice found it fit perfectly, and the door opened slightly. Beyond the door was a beautiful garden. "Wow, how beautiful!" Alice exclaimed in awe. But the door was too small for her to enter. "How can I get in?" She pondered, and suddenly with a tap tap, a small bottle appeared. The bottle had "Drink me and shrink" written on it. "This could work," Alice said, drinking from the bottle. Gradually she began to shrink. "Now I can enter," she said, running towards the door with her smaller body. But having shrunk too much, she could no longer reach the key. "Oh no, I left the key up there." She panicked. She started to worry, "What do I do now?" Then, yum yum, a cake appeared in front of her. The cake had "Eat me and grow" written on it. Without hesitation, Alice took a bite of the cake. "Wow, I'm growing," she rejoiced. Now Alice could pick up the key again. But this time she had grown too big to pass through the door. What now? Alice pondered again. Upset that she couldn't pass through the door, Alice began to cry. "Sob sob, what do I do now?" she wept. Her tears formed a small lake. Suddenly, splash, small animals jumped into the lake of tears. "Oh, you were all here too?" Alice exclaimed, surprised. Together with the animals, she began to swim in the lake of tears. Splish splash, playing in the water, Alice momentarily forgot her sorrows and had fun. While playing with the animals, she wondered, what should I do now? Then she thought, yeah, I just need to get out of this lake. Upon leaving the lake of tears, Alice arrived under a large tree with a knock knock. Where is this place? She wondered, looking around and discovering a peculiar tea party in progress. The Mad Hatter, the March Hare, and a sleeping Dormouse were talking over tea. "Hello," Alice greeted them. But they were busy sipping tea and saying, "No time, no time." "Why are you so busy?" Alice inquired. The Mad Hatter replied, "We fought with time and won. So here it's always tea time," and laughed. "Wow, how peculiar." Alice marveled and joined them for tea. But the tea party was indeed mad. "Wait, why does this tea taste so strange?" Alice asked. "The mad tea party is supposed to be peculiar." The March Hare answered. "What a curious place I've come to." Alice enjoyed herself. Talking with them, Alice learned a lot. But suddenly, thump thump, something approached. "Hide quickly!" the Mad Hatter exclaimed. Alice and her friends hurriedly hid under the tea table. Phew, that was scary. "What was it?" Alice asked. "You needn't worry about that. The adventure continues," the Mad Hatter said. "All right, let's head to the next adventure," Alice decided, embarking on a new journey. Leaving the tea party, Alice arrived under a large tree with a whoosh, where the wind was blowing. There, a caterpillar and a talking mushroom were present. The caterpillar, puffing smoke, asked Alice, "Who are you?" "I'm Elise." "What place is this?" Alice asked with curiosity. "This is a place of transformation. You can change too," the caterpillar said with a mysterious smile. "Change? How?" Alice was astonished. "Take a puff of this smoke. Then you'll see," the caterpillar suggested. Cautiously, Alice inhaled the smoke and exclaimed, "Wow, the world looks different. As you see, you too can change. What matters is your mindset," the caterpillar advised. "How fascinating. Can I really change?" Alice pondered. "Of course. But your journey continues," the caterpillar vanished. "Now where to?" Alice looked around, searching for her next destination. While Alice was pondering, a meow sounded and the Cheshire Cat appeared. Floating in the air, the cat asked, "Where do you wish to go?" "I want to go home. But I don't know where this is," Alice replied. "This is Wonderland. You can go anywhere you wish if you so desire," the cat said. "Really? Can you guide me home?" Alice asked with hope. "But you must find the way on your own. Though I might assist a bit," the cat smiled. Pointing out various paths, the cat advised, "Every path is yours to choose." "Thank you, Cheshire Cat. I'll take this path." Alice decided on a path. "Farewell, Alice. Your adventure isn't over yet." The cat vanished. Alice continued on her chosen path towards a new adventure. Croquet ground. Following the path, Alice arrived at a beautiful garden. The garden was alive with a king and queen playing croquet in extravagant attire. "Hello, I'm Elise." "Where is this?" Alice asked. "This is our garden. Would you like to join the game?" the queen inquired. "Yes, I'd love to." Alice happily accepted. But the game was unlike anything Alice had expected. The balls were actually hedgehogs and the mallets were living flamingos. "I've never played such a game." Alice was astonished. In Wonderland, anything is possible. The king and queen laughed. Playing the game, Alice learned much. But at the garden's end, Alice encountered the mock turtle. "Who are you?" The Mock Turtle inquired. I'm Elise. This place is truly wondrous, Alice replied. The Mock Turtle began to share its sad tale with her. Croquet ground. Following the path, Alice arrived at a beautiful garden. The garden was alive with a king and queen playing croquet in extravagant attire. Hello, I'm Elise. Where is this? Alice asked. This is our garden. Would you like to join the game? The queen inquired. Yes, I'd love to. Alice happily accepted. But the game was unlike anything Alice had expected. The balls were actually hedgehogs and the mallets were living flamingos. I've never played such a game. Alice was astonished. In Wonderland, anything is possible. The king and queen laughed. Playing the game, Alice learned much. But at the garden's end, Alice encountered the Mock Turtle. Who are you? The Mock Turtle inquired. I'm Elise. Alice entered a courtroom through a large door. Knock, 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 her footsteps echoed loudly. Soon after, silence, a loud voice demanded. Alice looked around, curious about the trial's proceedings. The trial shall begin, declared the Queen of Hearts. Today's defendant is, the Queen pointed at Alice. Me? What have I done wrong? Alice was surprised. You've broken the rules of Wonderland. The Queen's voice rose. But I? Alice tried to explain, but the Queen wouldn't listen. Call the witnesses. The Queen commanded, and the Cheshire Cat appeared first. Meow, Alice has done nothing wrong, the cat testified. But before it could finish, its body began to disappear. Next, the Mad Hatter testified. Alice attended the tea party but followed all the rules, he stated. The trial continued with various witnesses, but the story became increasingly confusing. This trial is nonsense. Everyone's talking nonsense. Alice shouted. Finally, Alice boldly declared, this trial isn't fair. You're all mad. Silence fell and Alice realized the truth of her words. As Alice spoke, everything around her began to swirl chaotically. Wow, Alice exclaimed, looking around. Everything started spinning and she realized she was falling again. Alice, wake up. Why are you sleeping so long? Where am I? Alice saw her sister brushing off the leaves that had fallen on her face. The White Rabbit and the Queen of Hearts were nowhere to be seen. Alice realized it had all been a dream. What a curious dream. Even on her way home, Alice pondered the adventures she had in her dream. But was the story of Wonderland truly just a dream?